Hope everyone's having a great Sunday afternoon. We're watching the tropics carefully. It's July, and of course the tropics do usually start to ramp up just a little bit as we head toward the peak of hurricane season, which happens in the back end of August and the beginning of September. So we're on our way there. And indeed, we have two systems to watch, one of which is actually pretty close to the United States here and starting to intensify just a little bit. This is Tropical Storm Chris, not expected to be any threat to any areas of land, and winds still not all that strong at 45 miles per hour. The good news is, in addition, after meandering around in the western Atlantic for the next 48 hours or so, Chris is likely to be shot, ejected, whatever your preferred term is, quickly off to the north and east by an area by a front in an area of low pressure. And so the good news is Chris is unlikely to ever pose any serious tropical threat to any areas of land. There are tropical storm warnings up for a couple of the Leeward Islands here as Beryl continues to make its way westward. But when you see a storm moving at 23 miles per hour, probably a good indication the storm is weakening. All right. Tropical storms don't like to move that fast. Maximum sustained winds are only 45 miles per hour, and that's factoring in the 23 mile per hour movement. So winds near the center, very weak right now and continuing to weaken. And right now, the National Hurricane Center figures that maybe Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic might see a tropical depression. But overall, the cone only extends as far west as the Dominican Republic, and there are no long-term threats anywhere west of Hispaniola. So no threat to Florida from any tropical disturbances for at least the next 7 days. Closer to home, we actually have a weak area of high pressure over us, and that's helping some drier air make its way down to the surface. And oddly enough, Chris is actually going to wrap in a lot of the moisture around the southeast. So as a result, we're going to be seeing just moderate levels of shower and thunderstorm activity through Monday. It's only 30% rain chances. Another fairly dry day for us Monday. Tuesday, rain chances could go up just a little bit as a little bit deeper tropical moisture tries to make its way in our area. But long term, it looks to be a mainly dry week for us as moderately dry air. I'm not going to call it dry air by any stretch, but a little bit less humid air. I'll go there. Will be the big story here. And then maybe by the end of the week, we could see those rain chances going up to say 30 or 40% as we head toward Friday and Saturday. For the rest of the day today, we are still dealing with some red tide at our area beaches, unfortunately. Sunset right around 8:28. Through Monday, the biggest impacts are going to be in Sarasota and Charlotte County, especially southern Sarasota County, down toward Rotunda, then Boca Grande and around Charlotte Harbor. High levels of red tide in those areas of red that I just showed you. Isolated downpours if you're headed out on our Gulf waters today, but still just a 30% rain chance for us. And as we look through the rest of the next 7 days, not a whole lot of changes here, just 30 to 40% rain chances for us this week. Things staying steamy, though, with highs in the low 90s.